Line 3. Dave in Calgary.
Yes. Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm good. So I understand we only have about 5 minutes.
Something like that.
Which is probably not enough time to discuss everything that I wanted to talk about.
Based on your question, not really.
At least I can thank you guys for what you're doing. It would be nice to see a little bit more programming on television and radio in regards to what we as the quote-unquote minority think.
Well, we're expanding a bit. I think I forgot to mention that we're now on Roku on the American Atheist channel.
You're on what, sorry?
We're on Roku. It's a new medium that people are using instead of TV. It's a set-top box. But anyway, sorry, just giving a plug.
Oh, that's okay. So just the last couple of weeks, I've been, I've always, ever since I was, I would say maybe 12 years old or so, I stopped going to church. And one of the reasons why I actually moved out of my house at about 12 years old, and the reason why is because my parents started to threaten me that if I didn't go to church, that they would kick me out of the house.
Oh, that's too
bad. And so I just decided, you know what, I don't need this crap. I'll just move out on my own, and moved in with my grandparents, and then moved out on my own when I was 16 years old. But
isn't that kind
sorry,
of?
Go ahead.
I mean, isn't that kind of closed-mindedness a little less common up there in Calgary, or I don't know?
In Canada?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say so. Not from what I've experienced.
They had a pretty good support base of fundamentalists too, huh?
I always think of Canada as being less fundamentalist than the United States, but maybe that's not true.
Yeah, well, I mean, that doesn't mean they don't exist.
I don't live in the U.S., so I can't compare, but I can tell you that my experiences in Canada are very, and this is why I listen to you guys quite a bit, and mostly I watch a lot of the YouTube videos, but it's because, there's not a lot of people here that gather, I guess, and discuss, the dangers of religion and what it's doing to our society and what it's doing to our kids and our children, and then the wars and the fundamentalists and in the Middle East and all the stuff that's going on there, which has become a little bit more prominent in my life in the last couple of weeks, and so I've started to do a little bit more research and watched more videos and watching you and debates and all that kind of stuff. And the reason for the call, actually, is because I've been kind of talking to some of my friends, who a lot of my friends are atheists as well. But we consider ourselves open-minded to, why other people who do belong to organized religion or do belong to some sort of, faith of deity, why they believe that, or what the proof is behind that. And so I started posing this question theory, and in no way am I going to claim I'm any kind of scholar.
Can you just say the question? I think we're down to 2 minutes.
Down to 2 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I had posed is that God, people are confusing God for something in the sky, like a real, almost like a tangible being in a sense, but a tangible being in their minds, in their, and even though that is exactly what intangible is, I understand that, but we argued that, I think that God is just being confused with just another emotion. And we started talking about the origins of morality and how, you could come to having morality without the Bible. And we discovered that, I'm sure at some point in the caveman day, cavemen started to realize that, those other friends of theirs that they saw, being killed or dying off, or they, they started to have emotions.
Look, I'm just going to say, laws aren't unique to Christianity. Christians like to take credit for the Ten Commandments as the first real moral code, but, I mean, that's BS. You go back further in history, you can find basic laws in the Code of Hammurabi. You can find written laws under the Xia dynasty in China, which is like 1600 BC. There are all kinds of reasons to have laws which basically deal with ensuring the safety of your population and improving the daily lives of people who don't want to get killed or their stuff stolen. on a daily basis. Really, morality comes down to how do we structure personal interactions between lots of people in such a way that we have the best society for everyone involved, right?
Yeah, but how do you decide that, though? And I think that comes from the combination of science and emotions.
Trial and error,
Because-
partly.
Yeah, basically trial and error. But you measure your emotions based on an occurrence that happens.
Yeah, I'm afraid
And,
we're out of time, though.
Oh, that sucks. I love
Thanks
you
for
guys.
calling. I love you too.
I'm gonna call next week and we can continue the discussion.
All right, see ya.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.